tonight, former New York Congressman George Santos is once again making headlines, this time under federal scrutiny for suspicious activity on prediction markets. Santos, who went to prison last year on federal fraud charges, had his sentence commuted by Donald Trump after serving less than 3 months of a more than 7-year sentence. He joins a growing list of Trump allies who have found themselves back in legal trouble after receiving free passes from the president. Santos released a statement on X just now saying, to the hundreds of reporters calling me through the night, which I'm sure is his favorite thing, he says, stop. My legal team and I were made aware by a report from NPR yesterday that DOJ might be looking into me. So now my legal team is in contact with the DOJ to see what's going on. He says, the basis of this accusation is preposterous, and I look forward to supplying any information asked of me to any agencies or inquiries. Until then, media, please do not inquire.
I swear to God, this guy is like herpes. Mm-hmm. He goes dormant for a while, and then he keeps coming back.
We
just cannot get rid of it.
Yes.
But I mean,
that was a primetime analogy.
It is. I mean, but the things that he will do for money, right? The things
allegedly.
Well, no, some of them were not alleged. He was convicted
in this case,
of campaign fund misuse. Was that not what the conviction was for? And then there's the cameo stuff, and now is what's it called?
Let's acknowledge this one's funny. It is. It's funny. It's amusing. It's wrong. It highlights some of the problems with Kalshi and any of these online betting markets.
Jason, there's professional athletes that have been indicted.
I know.
For pretty much
the law.
It
is funny because it's George Santos.
But it's illegal.
A pattern.
I'm not saying it's not.
It's also a pattern because not just for George Santos. It's not just a pattern of fraud for George Santos, if it's true. It's also a pattern of Trump commuting sentences or pardoning people, and then those people going on to reoffend. He said, literally, he pardoned someone 2 times, and then they reoffended. A drug dealer who was sentenced whose sentence was commuted was found guilty of violating the terms of his release. Jared Kushner's friend, who pleads guilty to stalking in a case involving his ex-wife after getting a Trump pardon, so on and so forth. So this is kind of happening a lot.
They just arrested the guy, the soldier, who was in the armed services, who was part of the Maduro operation, and used inside knowledge to gain these
I think that a lot of
betting
Americans
systems.
are kind of there, because George Santos is just something that we can laugh about because he is a unique character in American politics. But also, you have people who've made, you see it every day. You see a news story about people who bet on the strikes in Iran. Right? And how do they get that information? And all of a sudden, they make $600,000-$700,000 on just betting on strikes because they have some proximity or some closeness to somebody over there. So it's something that they need to crack down on, certainly.
I will say, too, I mean, yes, George Santos is a joke, and this is kind of funny to laugh at, thinking that he bet on Kalshi on something related to himself while being a polymarket spokesperson. But I do think that
that's a funny
which is ridiculous. But what I will say is, I mean, this is the least surprising thing. Like, it's in other news, fork found in the kitchen. I mean, he is a crook. And so Trump should have never pardoned the guy in the first place. This was bound to happen again. He's just a fraudster. And I will say that Trump shouldn't have pardoned plenty of other people that he has given pardons to related to fraud. And there have been dozens in this second term.
All right, next for us, the panel is going to give us their nightcaps.